Iligan International Airport, and we will be conducting medical outreach program for the victims of the Marawi siege in partnership with Team Humanity. So far, we've been sending boxes and luggages of medicine since the other day, and this is my first time to actually conduct medical mission. I've been hoping to do this since October. I met a lady, the Princess of Marawi, who started to make an appeal in August about the possibility of reaching out to the Marawi victims. Now, with the help of Bong Ano, the Executive Director of Team Humanity, we will start the actual contribution of our assistance from the Beautiful Heart Foundation starting tomorrow. But this is not going to be just one day. I'm hoping that I will get the support of the local and international organizations that will try to help and assist our brothers and sisters who were victims of the Marawi siege. And I am appealing to my friends in the United States and all over the world to please help us continue what we will start today. Actually, the Team Humanity has been doing their outreach program since months ago, and I've been praying that I'll be able to find the local partners here in Mindanao. I think the Team Humanity is God sent. So we will work closely and please help us. Again, maraming salamat. Mabuhay tayong mga Pilipino. Tapang at malasakit for Alliance for the Philippines. We are supporting the programs of the government in its rehabilitation for the Marawi. Again, maraming salamat. Mabuhay tayong mga Pilipino.
Thank you, sir. We're from Marawi, sir. From Marawi.
Oh, you're from Marawi. Okay. Sige.
We're happy to have with us right now Dr. Millendez, who will assist us in the conduct of medical mission and feeding program for the victims of Marawi conflict. So hopefully this is just the beginning, but we'll be conducting this hopefully in the next 2 years probably.
Yeah,
until we can bring back the glory of Marawi again.
Yeah, and actually I was hoping that starting tonight we will show some movies. I brought the projector, and if not tonight, maybe the next couple, because I plan to leave the projector here so that you can have a film showing in the evacuation center every now and then. Again, we are appealing for support.
Yeah.
Financial, in cash or in kind. Right now, our focus is just the Marawi victims. But we have long-term for the whole of Mindanao. We have some. Bong is an expert.
Yeah.
Bong, tell me what you have started here in Mindanao. Not even before the Marawi siege.
Well, we start Team Humanity, which stands for transformation through environmental and agricultural management for humanity. We started sometime 2005. All right, there were some kind of informal and formal and informal engagement with different stakeholders, like the local government units, government agencies, National Government Agency, Department of Agriculture, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, and of course, as I've said, the LGUs, in trying to penetrate and address the needs, the priority needs of our constituents, especially in the countryside, those who are particularly affected by conflict. So we started focusing our interventions here in several identified areas, especially those who have undergone social injustice, some kind of economic repressions, or areas that have not really been reached out by all of these programs of the government. So that's where our focus has been before. Then we've been into several kind of program, like one we have, for instance, in Cotabato area, in Arm area, we have this Fishing for Peace project in partnership with the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the local government unit of Cotabato province, where we have developed several fish cages and fish pens using the natural resource of Liguasan Mars, and then transform this into some kind of different livelihood along the Liguasan area, where the local folks could engage themselves into some kind of livelihood on a daily basis, and that at the same time we can keep them away. We can keep them away from conflict and from the influence of all these lawless elements. So that's where we started. We also started doing the project. Basically focused on some kind of on three components. We have some infrastructure support, we have some livelihood support, and more than that, we try to parallel this with some kind of capacity building among the local government unit who manages the community, and then the community themselves, be it people's organizations, civic organizations, farmers organizations, fisher folks, whatever. So that's how we started. And then we also have some kind of program for IDPs. The entire indigenous peoples, and then also with our Muslim communities down on those areas like Cotabato, Sarangani, South Cotabato, of course, and then the entire area of Maguindanao. So these are the projects that we did before, and even until now we try to stretch out our interventions until 2010. With conceptualizing different projects that are tailor-fit to the needs of our constituents which areas are under conflict, and of which also at the same time where there are potential for production, because we've noticed that most of these areas that are conflict are very productive, and nobody's trying to assist them, nobody's trying to help them. And then in our own little way, Team Humanity is there to reach out, try to organize, try to support in every way we can. It doesn't have to be grandiose. What matters most here is that we're there to put up a one step ahead of whatever assistance we can give. So, and eventually that kind of engagement grows, with God's help. And then we're getting some support right now. Right now, this year, prior to the Marawi siege, we were able to get some assistance also from China Foundation for Peace and Development. We were able to get some. We have some kind of projects with them, like they extended some funds for potable water system and school buildings in Davao City. And there'll be a lot more that we continue to engage ourselves with different partners. And then, of course, we're happy that we found, and I know Dr. Millendez here, who has this Beautiful Heart Foundation. It's just a pure translation of what he's been doing since 2005, I guess. Also, Doc.
Yeah,
right?
we're celebrating our 12th year this
anniversary.
December. Yeah.
They've been doing so much, and then it was God's intervention for me, that we met together, and then we share the same passion and advocacy in trying to help the marginalized people or marginalized Filipinos in the countryside in the Philippines. And I've been saying, no one and nobody could help us but us.
Yeah.
As all Filipinos, we have to put our acts together. For whatever reasons, we're here to help build this country again, take its pride again, and stand as one nation. Yeah.
And when you say Team Humanity, I think it's a very good umbrella for any other organization to be part of the team.
Yeah, that's right, Doc. Yeah. As you made mention, we're calling partners. We're calling partners. We don't have the monopoly of solutions. We don't have the monopoly of programs. We're calling partners in every field they can be part of it, in building and trying to design. So we join more partners to be with us, to join us. And
as part of Team Humanity.
As part of Team Humanity.
Yeah.
And by the way, one of our focus is, as far as agriculture is concerned, we push for organic agriculture. And for environment, we push for biodiversity. We push, and one of our program that we are really trying to bring in the countryside and even in the urban areas is how to climate-proof and calibrate development by trying to consider and factor in climate change, which I guess the one that really threatens us right now. That's the most.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we know that the future of any country would depend on how the youth would respond. The young generation.
Young generation, that's right.
So can you mention about efforts how to stimulate the minds of these young people, because they are the future of any country.
Just recently, having said that, we found out that the youth, there's this UN data, a couple of years ago. The youth loses somehow their active participation in nation building. So Team Humanity is trying to initiate the youth and organize the youth to take an active participation in the social transformation process. So just recently we launched, we call it Kabataang Magsasaka. Okay, Kabataang Magsasaka.
In English, that means
Young farmers, the young farmers, okay? Young farmers and fisher folks. So we organize this, calling all different youth organizations, our advocates, our scholars, the farmers themselves and the fisher folk themselves. We try to bring in their interests and put them together in one program, all right, where we can have a vital and significant participation in trying to craft develop actually a comprehensive Philippine agricultural program where they can take an active participation and be involved. The interest is to mainstream one is come up with interventions that are tailor-fit to the different areas identified as far as agriculture is concerned. We also invite them to craft policies, policy directions that will really help develop a better agricultural program that will really address food security in this country. At the same time, as I've said, it has to be climate proof. So we tag it as a developing climate proof commodity, climate resilient communities with climate proof commodities. And the youth are in the forefront in doing this. More so, the youth, Filipino youth, our data has it that from 56 years old below, there are only more Filipinos participating in agricultural development. And that is why exactly we try to be in the strength of the youth right now to participate, because we can only capitalize what we have. We're practically Philippines is practically an agricultural country, and that's what we can start with. So by bringing all the talents of our youth, the strength of our youth, especially the farming youth, probably we can somehow we can have a significant contribution in developing a good economic program for our country, building our country back again to its pride and glory, and then have especially in our participation in the food security program for all Filipinos right now.
I'm sure you have already started the program with the youth. Can you mention them? Like, what have you started so far? In fact, this can be a training center for the youth.
Yeah. Right now we identified. We already have organized our youth in different regions. Okay. Just recently, the last that we had was in Iloilo, in Visayas. So we have enough youth right now there and they're being identified into different field of interest. And then the idea, like for instance, some are more interested in organic agriculture, so we put them there and extend some support, right? From training, from bringing in some provisions for seeds, and then come up with a good program, map it well, trying to ongoing capacity building also at the same time. In Davao City, we also have our group there, and they are being identified according to their interest of different crops. Okay, so the interest right now is we try to color code everything. Our program for the youth. If there is based on the crops available, what we call it roadmap for every region in the Philippines. For instance, in Davao, our best crops that we have cacao, banana, and some of our youth are already engaged in this development and production of these crops. So what we're doing right now is to capacitate them, okay? Then go beyond what is conventional farming. We go in value adding, try to link them with the right market, try to observe the entire value chain analysis process, where in every component they can have an active participation, from research, from production, from nursery development, and all with the observance of all those protocols until to the marketing component. And also by doing such, we try to keep them away from the unscrupulous traders, which really put them that actually eats a lot of supposedly income. So because of this practice of unscrupulous traders, so we try to cut that in the process also at the same time. Of course, as I've said, we have a lot of youth right now engaged in organic farming, especially on rice production, vegetables also, and even in livestock. So me being once an employee of the Department of Agriculture, so we have several concepts already in mind that we can bring in to the interest of our youth, and then really put the hands, the heart, and the passion of our youth into agricultural development in the countries where they, in specific areas peculiar to their interest. Yep.
And you mentioned about a former government employee, right?
Yep. Yes,
And now you're coming in as non-government organization. Do you think it will succeed as a non-government organization in Team Humanity?
Well, I've seen some success I've seen this type of engagement, what we're doing right now as an NGO, as a civil society organizations, with complement with existing programs of the government. We're not here to compete. We're here to reinforce what the government has been doing. Things that the government, in the absence of their resources probably, in the absence of good manpower, we're here to reinforce. And we continue to be a partner, to be conduit, to be a supporter, to be at the same time, a collaborator of all government programs. We are just trying to improve probably, or to reinforce what they're doing right now, especially in areas that they could hardly reach. So at the same time, we have a lot of people right now that are innovative, especially among the youth. But they don't just have the channel, they just don't have the mechanism, the access to bring in this and integrate this in local government program. And it has to be mainstream. It has to, all these programs in mind has to be mainstream in the local government. Otherwise, for lack of support, it could hardly sustain.
Right.
But with a good partnership with the government, as from the private sector, I think that there will be a lot of successful in the future,
And I think the
especially
key
for youth.
really is for them to join Team Humanity.
Yeah, that has been our crusade. We call for more support. We enjoin more organizations to be part of us. We are here to federate, consolidate all this interest to help rebuild our country again. We lag behind in terms of development right now, especially among our Asian neighbors. So there's so much thing to do right now. Yeah.
Now, on behalf of the Beautiful Heart Foundation, we will be working closely with Team Humanity in our own little way, with the help of our donor organizations also in the U.S. As we will mention, the Brothers Brother Foundation and MedShare were able to bring 3 big boxes full of medicines and medical supplies, and we will also help in the training and education of Team Humanity. This is my own donation to Team Humanity. A projector.
Yes.
You will use in your training.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc.
Now, we will open...
With case, Doc.
Maybe. Oh yeah. But during the medical mission, I brought also my own EKG machine that we can use later.
Yes.
Yeah. We will use this to confirm cases of heart disease. Now we start opening the boxes. Actually, this is ready for our medical mission today. So these are assorted medicines that we can use today. Most of these are already repacked. Vitamins. Those are medicines for the heart. That hindi pa nasa repack, pero we can ask our volunteers to start repacking. So we will distribute this for multivitamins.
Ayaw niya, no?
Ready?
Sabi sa Romy.
Some pain reliever, some skin upa. We have like three boxes, 3 cans of milk that if we will see malnourished children, ipatimpla na natin. We can have it mixed.
Yes.
Right away,
Yes,
they
right
can
away.
start drinking.
Yes.
These are 3 big, highly rich in protein. For malnourished children later on.
Wow. Galing.
Okay.
Program natin, ha? Nutrition and yung PD program.
Yeah,
Ointments. Ointments.
So ito yung dadalhin natin doon sa site mamaya.
And I think what is ito? For asthma. So itong ready natin ito ng yung sabi ko na but some of these boxes meron pa itong mga gamot dyan. Ang iba siguro hindi pa na-repack. But this one we will take to the medical mission this morning. Then we start opening all those fixable.
Dili ka generic pa na. Dili ka na to, generic.
Ay,
These are gloves now for, you know, surgical gloves, sterile gloves.
Labgaon yan. Labgaon ito, Doc.
No, this is you can use this with this full one. This is good for operation tuli. Let's say later on.
Okay.
Patuloy na bro.
Yawar.
Sa mga anak, sa mga banay nila.
Yan, galing.
Galing.
Oh,
Pag ano yun? Pag
ma-absorb ang dugo.
i-bakwit yun yun. Pag
Oh.
i-bakwit mo,
Oh. So,
Gamit kayo.
gamit
yan
kayo.
sa mga bakit ba?
Oo, pag bakwit din siya ano.
So, bahala na mo magkuhan ani control o sa
Ay, oo. Pwede kayo na ipamper.
Nagyan mo na sa kwento.
so be careful. I would rather have you basta hindi sigurado manage not
yes.
over. So that's why we need a custodian here. Okay, yung pananglitan, bakit ang sa atong mga donor organization, it's a waste for them maghatag tapos
Halagahan yun. Those are the
no, it will not end up to the right hands.
This is not the beginning, Doc.
This is not the beginning.
This is or the beginning of the end. But only the end of the beginning.
So, I'm sure may mga poor patients will be admitted in the hospital.
Yes.
They will need this mask, mga supplies. So, pwede na ako sa kuwan nila. Iba na ako dito sa mga asma. Naka-connector na niya sa oxygen.
Ay, kanila.
Oo, kanila.
Ay, kanila.
I-turn over ninyo sa hospital rin. Gawas na. Ako na may
Ay,
smile.
pakpak. Hospital ako. So, nurse na report na kayo. So,
Ito silang voluntary sabi.
Yes.
What do you think, Doc?
No, we'll just tell them na may supply na rin.
Okay. Balikan. Tama
Dito
daw.
na sila. Dito na sila.
Tama daw.
Ano yung balikan? Anyway, if I have time later on, most of these are hospital supply, gamit ng Cubano. Anyway, antiseptics,
Antiseptics, oh. This is importante na sa
sa
operation.
mga samad-samad.
Operation. Emergency ba? No. First aid.
First aid?
Betadine,
Yes, first
no?
aid.
Betadine, no. Nakasasay.
Galing
So, ayun yung i-turn over. There's a reason to come back. Pero at least, makita ninyo ba sa box? Nabalik na to na.
Okay.
But you keep this. Kayo na kayo ba si turn over?
Tawon ka lima pa eh.
So that's why we need a room. Na later on, kuan ba, may system, kasi pag itao din para sa kuan.
Supplies?
Oo, these are also kuan. Kuan siya, may pasyente. Oo.
Para sa old na, Doc. Sa mga old nga, ano? Mga elder.
Oo, kanang dressing kit ni siya.
Ah,
Limpyo
oo.
gyapon.
Addressing kit yun na siya.
So, mostly,
Mga
pero
kit
kaya mo
dito
nang
sa
i-turn
first aid,
over
no?
sa ilaha, baka na i-control.
Tama dyan. Tama bitaw, Brad, no?
Tama.
Oo.
Tago na.
Oh, dumuan lang. Buwaog ka ng
Baka na i-control.
confirmation lang niya i-receive para makuha na to, si tawag gani. Ma-record na to.
Oo, ma-record, pa-receive,
bilangon,
oo.
pa-receive.
Inventory, tapos dali system dito sa kwarto, asang mga gloves, asang
Tama yun.
mga sa dextrose, asang
Systemize ba?
So, ini blood pack ni so kay mag-donate ng dugo, pabayon pa sa Philippine Red Cross. Ang sundanan sa dugo.
Mahal ba yan na, Doc? Sundan sa tubo.
sa mga casting ko, ng mga
Yung mga napilayan.
pilayan.
Oo.
Ah, ah, so, it's a matter of
Accessories man din eh.
pang-hospital na yung
Supplies.
supplies. Oh, mga syringe. Kompleto ni siya. So, ikuha na natin. Unyang gabi, pulayan kung ano sa volunteer para ma-document. Mag-guide na ako.
Inventory tali.
Oh, and then this is the contents.
I think nakalak siya.
Hindi siya nakalak. Kuhaan mo lang. Kunyari lang yung nakalak. Ito mamaya, dalahin na ito doon. Diapers.
Ay, gamit yan.
Oo.
Oo, gamit yan diapers.
Dalhan, karon siguro ng atong dalhon lang dito, okay na eh. Kini lang ang bag. Ang boxes ibilin. Kini, puro bag na atong dalhon dito.
Oo.
Antibiotics. Dito na ito i-display sa lamesa. Tubes.
Oo, tama no?
Dahil tayo plastic ng gwapo. Pero for now, ang easy is ice candy tube nga mapapalitan niya. Basta ka lang nanay ka.
Baka na nabasa dito.
Diapers?
Oh, nay, daghan.
Ha? Kada antibiotic na siya sa ubo,
Skin infection.
bronchitis.
Skin infection na nato ni.
Oo, kada mo kayo table dito.
Oo, nata.
O, dalo na dito.
Okay.
Plus ka na. Kini.
Ito vitamins ba to?
Pa diabetic do ko mit.
O, ganun. Maghatag mo niya. Wala ko anid. Wala ko anid.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, bitaw may bawang bitaw din ha. Kung naini barang ang ugat ni mo, Brad, manhid ka. Manhid ka.
Okay, go.
Okay, so let's open this. Just to show that there are contents that we can use right now or in the future for our poor sick patients here in Mindanao, especially those who were also victims of the Marawi siege. So, yan, sample lang yan. No? Ito kasi, alam ko may books yung isa. Mostly books.
Books yun.
Oo.
Ako po si Dr. Anacleto Belleza Millendez. Ako po ang founder ng Beautiful Art. Gusto kong bigyan ng kwento, no? Noong bandang last week of August, may lumapit po sa akin sa Quezon City, sa Manila, na isang prinsesa ng Lanao. Una kaming nakita sa Commission on Human Rights. Dahil kahit sa panahon, sabi ko, Princess, well, ako po ay lumaki sa pigit po tamahal ko ang mga Muslim. Siguro, in my previous life, I am a Muslim. Malapit sa puso ko ang mga Muslim. Nung nagkakagera sa Cotabato, noong 1970s, ako'y isang 12-year-old lang. Gulo din ng Muslim yun at Kristiyano. Yung mother ko, si Corazon, so ang Beautiful Heart Foundation ay English name ng aking mother who was so involved helping the evacuees in Pigit, Cotabato, both Muslims and Christians noong 1970s. Nung ako'y naging doktor, in 1989, ako na naman ang nanguna para matulungan ang evacuees sa Pigit, Cotabato. Noong panahon na yun, best friend ko ang CO. Pero best friend ko rin ang commander ng MIL. Ang mga Muslim, mga Rebelde, mga Jakuda, dinadala sa akin dito, ginagawa ko. Napapaligiran ako ng mga Rebelde Muslim, mga pagkakalin silang dalawa. May kaso ako. Dahil bawal ang umabot. Ang isang doktor na umabot sa Rebelde now, noong panahon na yun, ay bawal. May kaso. Parehas ko sila kapwa Pilipino. Ganun trabaho military. Sa totoo lang, sa araw, military vehicle ang gamit ko. Sa
sa gabi, yung motor na kumatil ng MILL. Makadalaking isda, mga huli nila. No? Lahat tayo ay may magandang puso. Lahat tayo. Kaya, sa Beautiful Heart Foundation, baka ibang bawat isa sa atin. Tama? Wala tayong pwedeng kakawayan.
Tama.
Lalo-lalo na, alam natin, na iisa lang ang ating bandit.
lang.
Iisa lang ang ating condition number. No? Tawad ang isang paraan para bumilis ang paghilom ng sugat. Mga kabataan, makinig po kayo. Kayo ang pag-asa ng bayan. At siguro, ang iba sa inyo maraming pinagdaanan katulad ko. Nakita ko na ang epekto ng gulo. Magkakaroon, nainiwala ako na magkakaroon lahat ng sugat, magkakaroon ng paghihilom. Naniniwala ko ba kayo na ang sugat, lahat ng sugat, magkakaroon ng paghihilom? No?
Sorry.
Isulong natin ang kapayapaan. Isa tayo, bata o matanda, kapayapaan. Ito. Pero yung mensahe ng kapayapaan at pagmamahalan ang gusto ko iparating sa inyo. Walang maibibigay na kabutihan ang pag-aaway. Totoo, meron pag hindi sasama ulit. Di ba? Katulad ng isang mag-asawa. Hindi yan puro, may nag-aaway-aaway yan. Pero nagkakabatian, nagkakasundo. Kaya nagkakabatian dahil para mabilis ang paghilom ng sugat, pagpapatawad. Huwag nating ibalik yung idea ng pagganti. Yung gaganti tayo, magtutuloy-tuloy ang gulo eh. No? Napakalaki ng na-damage, ma'am, no? Malaki, napakalaki. Pamilya, nagkahiwa-hiwalay, ang iba namatay, ang iba nasugatan, ang paghanap buhay na Beautiful Heart Foundation, sa maliit namin makakaya, sa ngayon ay handa kaming tumingin sa may sakit. No? Meron kaming gamot. Halos lahat ng gamot na kailanganin. Una-una, grab the opportunity na masabi ninyo agad ngayon araw na ito. Pag-resasyon, tagal, o kailangan gamitin ulit yung Team Humanity. Meron sila parang center. May center sila dito. Ang ating isang kapatid na may problema sa presyon, may problema sa blood sugar, no? Ang sakit sa presyon baba, no? Kailangan inom ng gamot araw-araw, maintenance, hindi pwedeng titigilan. Ngayon, marami tayong supply ng gamot, bibigyan namin kayo ng straight 2 months. No? Straight 2 months. So, kailangan ninyo na amlodipine, di ba? Amlodipine. Ito amlodipine is 10 milligrams, 30 tablets. So, 30 tablets isang buwan, dalawang box, buwan, as amlodipine. Hindi na kayo bibili. No. Sa metformin, ganun din. Binigay ko na yung 1 month, dinagdagan ko pa na another second month. Okay? At ngayon, yung isa losartan, para din sa presyon, 50 milligrams, 30 tablets. Gawin ko losartan. Losartan, natin 2 months. O losartan, 2 months din. Wala na kayong problema sa sakit ninyo. Ano pa ibang problema? Vitamina, nabigyan na kayo ng vitamina? Ilang ang binigay? Isa lang. Gawin din natin ng 2 months. So isang linggo lang yun. Diba? So
So yung isang linggo, gagawin natin ng 8 linggo para maging 2 months, di ba? O second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week, sixth week, seventh week, 8 weeks. Once a day sa umaga. Ayos na. Ayos na. In the morning. Yeah. So sino pa yung pasyente na talagang kailangan ng thorough instruction na matanda? Wala na? Maraming salamat, Papa. Protektado kayo 2 months straight, wala na kayong bibili na gamot. Okay, thank you.
Yan ang doktor.
So next na adult kasi si Doktora. Si Doktora, tingnan natin si Doktora, interview natin kung ano yung mga nakikita niyong mga sakit. Doktora, anong mga diferensya karamihan?
Karamihan po, ugot, lagnat.
Ugat, lagnat. Oo, nabibigyan naman natin ng gamot.
The usual kasi yung mga
Oo, nabibigyan naman ng gamot. Yung vitamina kanina na walang syrup, sinusolve natin yung dinig. Nabibigyan din sila. Okay. Lahat ba nabigyan na? Tapos nabigyan na lahat? Nabigyan na lahat ng mga gamot? Wala na kailangan pang gamot? Wala na? Ito adult, ito adult. Kayo, no? Ano ang problema?
Dito sa nilalim pag nag-inumadyo ako.
Dito, ano ba trabaho niyo? Ito. Anong trabaho niyo?
Sa loob.
Sa loob ni 61. So parang dito sa right side, right back lang.
Right, dito sa loob.
Oo.
Maramdaman dito pag
Parang naiipit.
hindi, parang may mas sumakit sa loob.
O pero una ko isipin sa mga ganyang sintomas, baka UTI. Kailan kayo last nakapag-examine ng ihi?
May dapat
Nung
pwede
may ano dyan.
Mga kailan yun? Mga kailan?
Una.
May nag-positive kayo? May nakita? Wala. Okay, so wala kayo UTI definitely.
Noon.
Doon pa, pero itong recent na test, wala. So ngayon, yun nga, x-ray, ultrasound ang kailangan. Hindi ko alam kung ino-offer yan ng DOH na libre. Saka, di ba may private hospital kayo kasama? Sino na yung private hospital kanina na representative? Iho, sino kaya yung kanina dito na representing a hospital? Nawala eh. Kanina dumating, pakilala. Di ba nasaan? Kasi yung may ibang may commitment sila na ililibre nila yung x-ray. No? Kanina nagpakilala siya. So, ganito na lang gagawin natin. Pero alam mo talaga, duda ako, parang simptomas din ng UTI. Bigyan na kita ng gamot ng UTI. Nabigyan ka na ba? Pinabigyan ka na? Good for 5 days. Dalawa. O, 10 days yun. O, 10 days. Tuloy mo 10 days. Ngayon, ano pa?
Once lang yun.
Twice a day yun. Twice a day. Kaya nga 10 ang laman noon. 5 days. Tuloy mo 10 days. Pag may improvement, let's say after 3 days ka nag-antibiotic, ibig sabihin UTI lang talaga siya. UTI. Common sa babae ang UTI. Lalo na kung may history ka ng UTI, kasi paulit-ulit din siya. Inumin mo lang yun. Alam mo, kaya matagal kung hindi mo kinukumpleto yung dose. Kung hindi mo kinukumpleto yung dose, hindi ka rin nabigyan ng gamot. The more, so na hindi kumakit. Inumin mo yun. Kung gusto mo, magpa-extra pa tayo. Extra? Extra pa ba yung pag-ibigay natin kanina? Wala bigay na lahat. Bigyan nito ng extra kasi in case napaulit siya. Napaulit sa babae niya. Extra. Ngayon, blood sugar. Mataas? 316. Diabetic ka ba? Anong maintenance mo? Metformin. Pahingi yung Metformin. Metformin natin, di ba?
Ikaw no B.
Twice a day. Ha? Twice a day.
Sabi nila na tatuloy daw.
Ha?
Kasi nung una tayo nakakapag
Oo. So, metformin? Actually, ang metformin, ang maximum nito sa isang araw, 3,000 ang total. Kung talagang mataas, pwedeng dalawa sa umaga, 1,000. 1,000 sa hapon. Hindi mo pa rin na-meet yung maximum sa pagmataas ng 1,000. 3,000 ang total sa isang araw. Oo, dalawa. 1,000 sa umaga, 1,000 sa gabi. Bababa na yan. Ha? O, yun na ito lahat. Maintenance. Babalik-balik. Alam mo yun? Ha? Ganito. So, sa ubo, factory. No? Oo. Ha? Yan. Isa sa umaga, isa sa hapon. Ha? And then, ha? Yan, ano pa? Ha? Vitamins, nabigyan ka ng vitamins. Oo, ilan ang binigay sa'yo? Diabetic ka, bigyan din kita ng 4. Dalawa lang. Dalawang bibigyan. Sa diabetic, dapat may biko. Tuloy-tuloy. Tuloy-tuloy. So, 3rd week, 4th week, 5th week, 6th week, 7th, 8 weeks, 2 months. Ha? Okay? Oo. Okay? Itong record, ewan ko sino magtatago nito. Meron hingi lang kami ng master please mamaya sa registration. Oo, siguro. Okay na, Benz?
Kasandalan, Juanita.
Ano kinaya? Urinary bladder. Okay.
ano na siya, napinunas.
Oo. Nasa bahay siya.
6 cycle na siya.
Kumakain sila malakas?
Makaragi,
Malakas yung
Ibrahim.
Sa ngayon, kapag
Makaragi, Ibrahim.
kibuka, pinado lang yung minsan natin, di ba?
Oo. Pero minsan, nawawalan
Lumala lang.
Lumala. Pero kumakain, magana pa rin kumain.
Oo. Ngayon, sa ngayon, pag ano na loob, yellowish, sa ngayon, advice na ng kanya yung isang doktor. Kaya pa sa akin,
Red juice. Ito. Hindi ko alam ito. May epekto naman.
Oo.
Wala ka kung dito.
Oo,
Marami.
nawala yung yellowish, nawala na.
Pero bakit yung yellowish? Baka infection na, antibiotic ang katapat noon.
Pero yung nawala yung sakit,
Oo, parang hindi ko kasi nagamit ko ito eh. Mahirap, mahal din. O paano kung wala kang
kaya
pambili
nga,
niyan?
yan ang nakakita sa iyo.
Wala kang pambili niyan. Pero, kung ako
With the hill,
wala kaming budget para bumili ng ibang gamot.
hindi naman. Kanina yung dalaga. Nag-shy-shy ng kasi superiority na yun.
Nakakakuan din yun sa Christine. Gusto ko siya.
Okay naman.
Hindi lang siya.
Ganito.
Smile na.
Kapag na kayo vitamins ka na din. Ilan ang nabigay? Isang dalawa. Dagdagan natin dalawa pa. Ngayon, sakit sa ulo, pero wala na ito.
Yan pala.
Ayun. Sakit sa ulo. So, 500 milligrams ito. Tawag dito. Inom kayo na isa sa umaga. Kung sa hapon, wala nang sakit, tigil mo na. Mayat kayo. Gusto mo pagdalihan ng vitamins. Ay mo? Dagdagan natin. Oh, tuloy-tuloy. Oh.
Oo, kasi yun na.
Diba, Papa? Anong problema, ha? Masakit din ang katawan. Presyon, mataas.
Diyan talaga sa amin wala.
Mataas. Anong pinaka-problema ngayon? Katawan. Dito na ngayon sa namin.
Bago lang
Check up po.
Yung secretary.
Pwede ba magpamara yun sa
Katong ganun
Dito sa
yung
sakit.
gamot sa pag-reduce sa malaking tiyan?
Ito, may pinamit, no?
Hintayin po natin matapos.
Tapos, may
Dito po muna kayo, tapos tuloy kayo. Pag kaya rin po.
Hindi naman ko. Tatay ko. Yung ano, di ba yung rage
vitamin so, good for 1 month. Nabigyan ba kayo kayo? Hindi.
Herbal.
Nabigyan, ilan nabigyan?
Hindi.
So ito, once a day, B-complex, no, vitamins. Sasabayan ninyo itong
So, para po
vitamin C, ascorbic acid. Ha? Sasabay. Ha?
Kati-kati.
Okay? So isa dito. Ito sa sakit
Pero
yan.
dapat
Masakit.
malinis.
Ha?
Nagbabi, so ilang ko na ito magtatagpapara.
Ayos na. Okay.
So,
Next po, next.
yung
Ayun po.
sir, meron akong
Oo,
konsulta.
oo.
Masakyan, sir, kung pwede magtumakot na yung binili ko sa
Ano, yung pensions na herbal.
Hindi ko alam mga marami kasi nung lumalabas ngayon. Pero vitamins nito yun.
Hindi ko ito nariyan.
Pang-reduce, pang-pabaya. Ako kasi mataba, pero hindi ako inom yan kasi I would rather kung may oras ako mag-exercise nila ako para pumayat, saka kontrolin ko yung pagkain.
Ano so kahit tunukan sa?
Di ba? Kasi alam mo yung ibang mga reducing na gamot, may side effect yan.
Oo, yung pinakita nung sa'yo na kahit ka mo na rate.
Oo, ayun. Paano lang yan? Puro lang yung mga fruits lang yun. Kung may pambili kayo, pang wala, hindi naman hindi naman maka-apekto. Oo. Kung kaya, kasi hindi ko masabing maganda kayo mismo, kung magandang epekto, tuloy nyo lang. May maganda ba epekto? So far?
First time pa siya mag-take.
First time. Pag maramdaman yung iba epekto, hindi kayo hiyang tigil. Advertise na masyado ito ba? Over-advertise ito ba nagbibenta nito dito?
Kaya ano yan? Kaya sa inay ko rin napansin.
Ay, nalakas talaga ni Corina. Sana ibibigay ni Corina ito ng libre. Mananalo si Mar Rojas. Pero kung ibibenta niya, tuloy-tuloy ang pagkatalo ni Mar Rojas. Corina Sanchez, kung nakikinig ka, kung ito'y pinamimigay mo ng libre, malamang sa next election mananalo si Mar Rojas. Pero kung binibenta niyo ito, talo pa rin siya.
Patingin daw. Red juice?
Di ba? Yun lang yun eh. Para manalo siya, ibigay niya ng libre.
Yes.
Ako nga, sa next election, mananalo na ako eh. Sa ginagawa ko ito, hindi niyo mas makalimutan yung pangalan ko, no? Kung sakaring lumabas sa kandidato sa Senado. Muslim, dito sa Lanao, wala? Pero may oras ka para mabilis. Nga manalo. Kailangan mo lang ilagay sa malito na lagyan.
Nawala yung videographer niya, Doc. Ito yung videographer. Nag-document. Kaya ako na muna para meron sa sarili.
May tubig ka na?
Meron na. Check up po. Wait lang po pagkatapos po. Meron dyan, Dok. Ready. Ayan, no, yung puti. Yung puti, Dok. Yan.
So ito yung sa puso mo. Pag magbilis, inom ka ng isa. Pag sa hapon magbilis pa rin, isa pa rin. Bisaya. Bisaya. Isa pa yung diferensya. Sakit sa puso, likod, vitamins. Nakikana mo ka, ano na? Ha? Ganagana lang. Okay.
Alawiya. Bukalik.
So, saan vitamin C, NP complex, isang po. Sa gabi bago matulog. Dungan. Ha? Karon, sakit dire, sakit. Pain reliever. Sakit. May pinamit kasi. Ha? Ayos na. Okay. Balik din sa ato. Okay. Next. Asa may next?
Paracetamol?
Mas bago pa rin sa paracetamol. Bifenamic acid. Bifenamic acid. Kung sa'yo problema ba? Sa ulo? Ano pang problema? Sakit sa ulo. Common yun sakit sa ulo. Problemadong tao ba, no? Ha? Sa tiin po. Ulo, tiin. Hindi, B-complex. Sakit sa ugat-ugat. Hindi siya. Pag kumatulong. Plus, ganan mo o vitamin C. Dungan na sila pero bago matulog. Ayan, sorry. Yan. Ito. Plus, may sakit man. May pinamit kaya po mo kinahanglan. No. Ito na. Vitamins. Nagawag ta mga pangalan na. Kini vitamin B complex with folic acid. Kini vitamin C, ascorbic acid. Sa gabi sa pupuntag, masakit. Isa ane. Sa gabi, una na yung sakit, ay na-immune eh. Isa ka. Pero kung sakit kaya po, isa pa. No? Ayos? Kinigisa ka ang kwade, secretary, health. Nagagunit ang kuhan. Commission. Oh, bigay mo doon sa babae. Pag na pa itong pag-aabot itong papel kung saan ang system nito.
Iba-iba.
Ha? Ubo, antibiotic. Ubo.
Vitamin sa high blood. High blood.
Oh, pero sa ubo, may sa kay ubo, wala. Wala. Sa high blood, ato ang... Teka, ito na natin
Ubus na ang lodi po.
Losartan.
Losartan, wala na.
Ay, magkagam na lang po.
Ito, huwag niyo magkalawin ito, ha?
May lalagyan yung process na.
Ha? Parehan. Losartan. Oh, may, nakay para sa high blood, losartan, kuha pa.
Punta ka na lang din lang. So, nga ba sila?
Okay. Naamoy dispensary dito mismo. Okay, good. Losartan. May, ano problema? Baba ang dugo. Dali na kailangan ng agad dito.
Tabing dagat. Tabing dagat.
Nasa utak.
Wala.
Saan na sa mata?
Mahilig pala ito sa salitaan.
Yung sa taas daw yung.
Wala na siya. Skintag. Wala kang gamuta-muta ka. Gamuta-muta ba siya?
Dok.
Ay buta sa buntag?
Nakapagpali sa mata.
Ganun ba?
Ako ka. Hindi, nakaliwa ko sa mga. Ay, yan lang sa
Skintag.
wala ka daw.
Oo, pag may magpunta rin ko na ito.
Kung
Pero ngayon, nakikita ko sa iyo, mababa ang tubo. Vitamin, ay sorry.
Oo nga. Mamaya ko, maraming papatulog ng mga bata.
So, pansan day, bago matulog, plus ascorbic acid. Partner yan sila. Wala ba sakit sa katawan? Yung sa mata mo pag may pumunta dito. Sino taga-collector dito?
Madam!
Anong problema ba?
Namakaiblan. Nangingibat. Namakaiblan.
Ito ang kanyang papel? Okay.
Iblan to, na ba?
Ito, mababa ang dugo.
Tumimik.
Nahihilo na siya.
Ay,
Wala
hilo.
basta niya naiglado. Wala sa tulo. Maintenance yan?
Anong maintenance niya?
Wala daw.
Pakabot naman ang ating. Ganito pa ba?
Anemic talaga siya dati. Wala na vitamins.
Hindi, may pass kita.
Minsan nag-blood.
Oo. Vitamins yan.
Wala.
Kayo nahihilo.
Vitamins.
May gamit kayo para sa arthritis.
O yan, pain reliever. So, isa-isay natin muna. Pwede magkalito nito. Ito, sa gabi bago matulog, vitamin B complex. Paparty lang ninyo ito ng ascorbic acid para kompleto. Oo, isa. O yan. Ngayon, sasakit ito naman. Sasakatakatawan. Siya sa umaga, pag ang gabi wala ng sakit, huwag nang inumin yung panggabi. As needed. No? Okay. Ayos na. Wala siyang sintomas ng UTI? Ubo, wala. May plemas?
Vitamin C ba?
Pero may plemas ngayon? Dilaw? Ito. Antibiotic sa ubo.
Ngayon, tos-tos na.
Hirap mo
Okay.
nagtututan pa. Udan
Ito,
ito
iya,
sa
ito.
pag-ibig. Give mo mga vitamins. Anemics pa. Yun na lang sa unang pagkakailan para sa malawas na sa kabigat sa talim.
Hindi ko lahat. Nabigyan ko yan. Pero wala akong time magsulat. Wala akong more pen kasi. Nabigyan lahat yan. Happy lahat yan. More than happy.
Pero ang sakit na
Sakit po ito. Oo. Okay. Yun. Buti hindi kayo umalis. Vitamin acid. Vitamins. Nabigyan na kayo kompleto. Okay. Sige.
Dok, ito daw, Dok. Ito daw ko nabigyan.
Hindi ba ito? Papel mo. Basta papel. Ito pa pala. Dito ka. Dali. Tapos na okay, bye? Okay. Sige. Siya na naman. Ano problema? Pera, pera. Ay, wala.
Pera, pera.
check-up si
Pera,
Sinabi ko pera.
Daw sultan, wala pa.
Punta tayo sa Monte Group. Ang meron yan. So, masakit ang ulo. May ubo. No. May anong kulay ng cremas? Ang ubo. Ito. Biotic sa ubo, bigyan pa kita ng extra in case na naubos ito. Nandiyan pa rin siya. Tuloy-tuloy mo. Pero
Pangatalo sa
kasi hindi pa rin naubos na isa pa ubo. Pero kung sakaling maubos na, tabi mo ito reserve.
Yan sa kwado.
Ay,
Ano na ang nag-check si Mustafa?
basta maubos ito. O, ginawa ko na kayo. Ito. Vitamina.
Isa may, ganito. Wala mo na yung record of kumay.
2 weeks lang. Plus partner na ascorbic acid.
Sultan.
Sa gabi.
Indas Sultan kay.
Ayos?
Indaw,
Nakasakit
Sultan.
sa katawan?
Vitamin C yan.
Tara, suman na nito tanaw.
Sakit sa ulo.
Hindi ka malbuga.